New numbers show murders in Mexico are on the rise. Last month was the deadliest the country has seen in 20 years. Data released by the Mexican government reports 2,200 murders in June alone. Homicide investigations have also seen a drastic increase. More than 12,000 were reported for the first half of 2017.
What do you see on the highways right now?
Well, so far, Doug, things are looking pretty good out there. You're taking a look at our Fresno County map. All of our traffic moving along at the postal limit, just the way we like to see it at this time of the morning. Some major changes, though. We've been talking about them all morning long, and that's really going to be the major story about traffic this morning. That Braided Ramps project area moving along, and now we have that connector ramp that they're letting traffic onto. If you're traveling down 168 and want to connect onto northbound 41, you're going to be able to avoid that 180 area. We have some live pictures for you folks you can take a look at. This is at 180 and Cedar Avenue, East Central Fresno. You're taking a look on the left-hand side of your screen, people driving along that 180 area. That 41 ramp where you just see a few cars on your right-hand side of your screen, that's going to be the new ramp that you're going to be able to take all the way over to 41. All great news there for you folks. Just remember, because of those changes, you want to leave early and slow down. Take it easy driving through that area so you can navigate all of these new lanes. That's it from here in the traffic center. Margot, back to you.
Yes, well, what does it feel like out here in Encinitas? It is warmer than usual, like you all mentioned, and very dry, but it is good weather for crews to get to work and remove some trees that could be a hazard. It's the perfect timing before the rain and the wind comes.
When I first came here 40-some years ago, it was gorgeous to drive through Leucadia, and you were going, through a tunnel of greenery and, blue skies usually.
People who have lived in Encinitas for decades would describe this as the new Encinitas. Businesses, places to hang out and socialize.
Of course, you could smell the eucalyptus, especially right after a rain.
Just a mile or two north from downtown Encinitas, you get a sense of what used to be small mom and pop shops along Coast Highway 101 with rows of eucalyptus trees. 6 of those trees will be removed starting Monday. A study done by an urban forestry specialist found the trees could fall over during bad weather.
It looks pretty healthy on top, but as you look at the base of the tree, they all have sulfur conchs growing on them, which is a brown rot.
Here it comes.
As crews did their work, Brett Hurst sat outside taking in a summer day in the middle of fall and reminiscing.
It's a sad thing because such great memories of how this was. But it really hasn't been that way for about 25 years.
Once the moments of nostalgia pass, Brett looks ahead to a much safer place for locals like him.
It's progress, but I've also seen, a limb that size fall on a building.
Well, crews may be delayed with that rain coming up ahead that Dagmar told you about, but they are going to continue to work to get those 6 trees out of the way and keep it safe for people out here. The city also told me that they're pruning dozens of trees. Live in Encinitas, Gaby Rodriguez, NBC7.
All right, thank you, Gaby.
That's right. Her loved ones called her Kathy, and today we hear from Dr. Joseph Holtz, who worked with Kathy for more than 20 years. He tells us about the woman that he got to know and her love for people. A waiting room full of flowers and pieces of Kathy left behind in the room she worked in for more than 20 years as a dental hygienist.
This is a hygiene angel. Kathy was a shining light. She was someone that cared about her patients. They cared about her. She cared about the rest of the staff.
A loving mother to her only child, 24-year-old Alicia De La Rosa, a wife and founder of a teen Bible study group at her church, St. Timothy. Kathy was a giver.
She wasn't like a holier-than-thou type of person. She was very real, and she had a wicked sense of humor.
Just last summer, she organized a flash mob as a surprise for her coworker's birthday. A woman full of life and love, suddenly gone. The hurt felt in all corners of this community.
And she had some of those patients for 20-plus years, and I've talked to people since she died, and they're devastated by it because she was a special person. It's a tragedy. It's one of those tragedies in life that it'll always be with you. You wonder why, but you'll never know why.
A small memorial near where Kathy's car came to a stop is starting to form. One of the items is a statue of the Virgin Mary in honor of her Catholic faith. And coming up at 5, Dr. Holtz tells us what he thinks Kathy would tell his friends and family as they grieve her loss. Reporting live in Escondido, Gabby Rodriguez, NBC 7.
All right.